Google Chrome, any browser you are using, you know, or type Sekoff Radio. You will catch us live. Yeah, so we are catching cruise this morning. Before we switch to our usual, let's enjoy some reggae, man.
Makes no sense to argue with her. Yeah, we both know we're afraid of. We know I lose each other for another. We said it will be forever, yeah. So we just a play and roll. Nothing just ice, it's cold. But me can't stop love you.
Sit down and I wonder if love ever work. Happily ever after, just a set of words. We kiss and make up sometimes, then everything nice. I kill for you, I fight for your life. Just please this time, don't let me go. Me no feel like leave, no let me go. Me no more strength.
No control over love where passengers only can decide if it work or it doesn't work. Had a speech written down, Gettysburg, but me I got talk for me, I just listen.
See nobody clean like we. Well, I'm a dad and Marine RG. I make you think when I chop 50. Every rifle I clap 50. From a step on I'm a blue Ganzi. I Christian and Japan tea.
Alright.
Sang in my Japan key. For the mother and the auntie. Damn, and I kill me now in a filler. Weekend, me checking them girl in a villa.
Okay.
Yes, a man still
so you can follow us live on YouTube.
Rich on me in my 20s, that a tree. I shit in the place, me gain the recipe. I float way down, I find the melody. Creamier ink, up on me a bleach. And I see nobody clean like we. Well, I'm a dad and Marine RG. I make you think when I chop 50. Every rifle I clap 50. From a step on I'm a blue Ganzi.
Oh yeah.
Christian and Japan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We see today we are catching cruise. Yeah, it's the World Cup fever, man. The World Cup is in how many days?
Put me like Bembe, easy recognize. All about the money, me all up in my vibe. Suck your mother, me don't give a fuck if you say me high. Run my dad, tell him fling me now the Hall of Fame. Standing on my circle, me no want another lane. Bad mind active, just to me get a break. Mash up the mad new beats like every day. See nobody clean like we. Well, I'm a dad and Marine RG. I make you think when I chop 50. Every rifle I clap 50.
Girl, a pussy too tight for fuck one time. Just tweet like my chorus, repeat every line. She fuck it out harder, and that me like. Love when she roll up the weed and she get in the vibe. I got this tight, I'm out of shy. Just fly, I miss a butterfly. I got a skin clean and your tattoos bright. Nick time, step up your body, she say. She says she have road time if it take time. But driving smooth, she still a make nice. She do it like blues and me I enjoy. Talked in road, that's how I employ. She go like winter, me a summertime. The roll out loud, she go to be my shine. I bump up tight, more I realize. Morning so light, the man is still in her eyes. Skin out your legs, cock in the head. Gunman slash shot, this not a something different. Them can't bombard me, man, a celebrity. It a go take more than them and them body not jet. We're moving up far, you know, see how I we dead. On the star, them girl, I observe me.
Alright, so you can follow us live on YouTube. Sekoff Radio. Sekoff RadioTV. Yeah, I'm at the studios right now this morning with Oli Chale Udi Udin the Dosu. Sekoff Kidi Kahon. Don Apapo Kahon. Also, is that from Cristiano Ronaldo? Is it? Dinu emu newe na ye de ko ina no pay.
So say World Cup video no one not to swim in Nigeria. If you didn't want to dance at chairman sign.
Yeah, so we're catching cruise. I'm right up in the studio with my man Samolai. I want to say Nidin Dosso and say didn't have me bono. Your friend Sekoff Kidi and you're number one.
Hey, that didn't mean you.
Producer Grass on Sekoff Kid, you know that. I know her. And is our Don Apapo, and also her. And Ronaldo Frel, and also her. Anyway, enough of the cruise. We're switching to our usual. Okay. Ako from crowd. All right. We back on air. And as usual, I'm at the studios with my man, Mr. Samuel Ayi. Bema, good morning. How are you doing all there?
Oh, Nyamiadum, I don't quite say it. One quan. Now, why didn't the radias the body and Ankasankasan so I say.
Nice. Today we are taking a different dimension. The usual stuff that we do today, we are going differently. I think that we are blending the whole thing. World Cup fever. Countries are dropping almost 26 man squad.
Oh, it's a nice feeling. I mean, the World Cup fever is gradually catching up with everybody.
Of course, man.
It's a nice feeling.
Of course, my brother.
It's a nice feeling.
Of course, my brother. Today is 12th, and it's exactly 8 days more for the World Cup.
Exactly.
That's coming Sunday.
Yeah.
But somebody will wonder why I'm in black today. Yeah, because you were him. Yeah, my boss. Neighbor me aka baby. It's me adma next week. And I call Penecrabia. So if you see us in black, that tells you why. Yeah, I mean, in the course of the show, we will update our listeners and our viewers on YouTube what's happening and then how they can also be of help to support our boss. I say, akoko na we san kwese mugaze. Okay. With let's start with some foreign news. Most of the leagues, are my breaky because of the World Cup that is coming up, and then the final one and then EPL. When everybody's going left, they are going right. They always try to sort of do something different, So there will be some matches coming up today and then tomorrow to close for the World Cup. And people are of the view say, if I'm a player and then me say I frame me for the World Cup now, match remember, but I'll be very, very careful because we've seen what injury has done to players. I mean, it's a dream of every footballer to play at the Mundial, to play at the World Cup. And looking at the matches that are coming up, today, Manchester City with Brentford. Brentford has the likes of their goalkeeper, Raya, or Spain for Alfredo. As for Man City players in there, they are all going to the World Cup. Once their countries qualify and they are there, they are going. And then playing these matches today and tomorrow, players who have been called will be very, very some way, because I have seen a video where the last Real Madrid match against Cadiz, a player tackled Rodrigo. Rodrigo was the Rodrigo that we know who won't get angry. This guy was so angry that he nearly fought with the player because the tackle was unnecessary. Yeah. And he felt it will prevent his chances of going to the World Cup if he gets injured. Because we've seen Timo Werner at the last minute he got injured. Marco Rios is also a sad thing that he can't go for this World Cup as well. And then the likes of Sadio Mane, who is now battling with injury to be fit for the World Cup. And so let's quickly look at the matches that are coming up today. Let's start with the EPL. As I said earlier before we started the show, I mentioned that today our show will take a different dimension where we are starting on a different note. We'll break it down all the way to the national team of Ghana, that is the Black Stars of Ghana. But let's start with some foreign tidbits and some foreign data or some foreign info. So starting with Brentford City versus Manchester City. Kweku, your take on this game?
Okay, thank you. Nyedikang Maminchia, Mr. Fupenyi, Apostle General Godwin, I a caretaker, and also a caretaker on the owner of a church.
That's it.
A caretaker of the Lost Way Chapel International.
Great.
Michia Ejuma Penny, Ejuma is a Mupenny pa, Mr. Sekoff, Michiano Papa, and Mr. Nepa made that form. Into next week or next 2 weeks, you know, you know, back of one where Wakra, Nema Mieti, cra. Sani Audi can no. I mean, football no psychology plays a major role in football.
Yeah.
You know, Obi Biara ya friend or the national team biano. Henceforth, no muso krana obey steady.
Yeah. Oh yes. I mean, definitely.
Utragata krana obey steady. Utrolo kwemu krana obey steady.
You know, let me just quickly say this. My first time when I got selected for my school team. The night I got that before the game. I mean, so that because that was my chance. I felt like this is it. Like this is the opportunity I've been waiting for. I've been training hard. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do, and I got a chance to play for the school team. So I'm like, hey, I couldn't wait there. I mean, even the food I would eat, they used to weigh us. I mean, weighing scale, and then I think by then it was around 45. And if you see me now. And then me Jenna. I mean, if you look at my stature now and my weight now, and then back then, if I say I've gained weight now, I mean you can imagine how I was, but I was still being careful, checking that I won't eat certain times, and I'll be fit for school match. I mean, inter-schools, JHS inter-schools games, and it was. I really agree what you say.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what was there, especially. Those that have received first-time call-ups, you know.
Yes.
I'm very, very careful. I was there now. What kind about cadets in Real Madrid match?
Yeah.
I was there. At this moment, you know, anything can happen.
Exactly, that's true.
Even though you are named as part of the 26-man squad, you know, you can even not, you may not even play.
Yes.
And somebody may be replaced.
Yes.
That's what I say. In this, you know, Bobo now psychologically, you know, we are very, very careful. But we should not also forget, say, this is a league match. What I say, the interest of the club is different from the interest of the national team.
The national team. Yes.
Interest. What I say, and this is Man City who is looking to, catch up with us now. I don't think there's going to be any lackadaisical play on the field. Just that some of the players will be a little bit careful, but I'm quite optimistic. Say Man City will go all out. Because if they win this match, they stand a chance of stopping the group.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that a very important match, which has come on a very wrong, which is being played on a very wrong, day or time or whatever you want to put it. And, you know, I'm expecting for Man City. We know they don't play such matches any match of convenience. Whatever they are doing, no more bad. They are coming at you with all that they've got. And, I think that it will be one of these explosive games. Especially against a very high pressing team like Brentford.
Yeah. Who we've known to be a very stubborn side.
I'm a pressiper, and Man City is also the possession keeping type. It's going to be a very beautiful game. I'm expecting to see a lot of goals in this match.
Okay. Well, so if looking at the game, you can't really tell who is carrying the day. I mean, if you look at the statistics for the game now, you can't tell who is carrying the day. But the likelihood of Man City winning is high because between Manchester City and then Arsenal, it's just 2 points.
Yeah.
And Arsenal's next game is against a certain Wolves that they assume they are trying to pick up because their position on the league log is very bad. Wolves 19th position, and it's just 10 points between themselves, 10, and then as well as Nottingham Forest that also has 10 points. Southampton has dropped to the relegation zone with 12 points. But then, if you look at how things are going right now, I don't think Wolves and Arsenal game it will be anything to worry about because, frankly speaking, if Wolves are able to beat Arsenal, it will be a shocker because Arsenal was able to come to Stamford Bridge to beat Chelsea. They were able to beat a certain Liverpool. All right.
Yeah. So
if you look at the game, the decider for who takes the league log until after the World Cup is today's games, and is so crunchy.
Yeah.
So with Manchester City and Brentford, I don't know, but if you look at their head-to-head, in their recent outings, Manchester City has beaten them. I mean, they've beaten them twice. Last season, Ocean home and away. This season, and then it's been like that. Do you get it?
Yes, but you see, for Brentford,
yes.
One thing I've noticed about Brentford team is they take every game
very, very serious.
You see, Brentford has no history in the league, but you see what they are doing. There is. I mean, I'm even surprised. Ivan Toney was not mentioned as part of the English squad.
Who come there?
They've got a certain kind of Ivan Toney who is really good with the legs, really good in the air. I mean, if you are talking of a proper number 9, if you're talking of a proper number 9 currently in England, you cannot rule him out. The last time they came against Chelsea, he gave Kepa a very, 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 very tough time. Very, very tough time. On that day, Kepa was very good. That is why. Kepa was on top of his game. So I'm seeing Brentford. That's what I'm saying, that I'm seeing goals. Because of late, City has been conceding. You understand? So I'm seeing goals in this match because I know Brentford will not sit back. They are one of the underdogs in the leagues that will never sit back for you to come at them. They rather come at you.
I mean, in their game against Chelsea, anyway.
You saw the way they were pursuing Chelsea. You see the way they were coming at Chelsea. Chelsea, I think that Potter was so surprised at the way Brentford was playing. You understand? So I'm seeing a very good game, but I'm seeing Man City carrying the day because if Haaland is fit and he's going to play, Haaland is not going to the World Cup.
Exactly.
So he has nothing to lose.
Exactly.
And moreover, they want to top the league. So I'm seeing a certain kind of Haaland tormenting the defense of Brentford, but I know definitely Brentford will also have a go on that day. So I'm going to see, and I know it's going to be a very beautiful game. Game number one, you are going to see a side or no, a fearless. Brentford has no respect in quote for any other team.
Yeah. I mean that I agree.
Yes.
That I agree.
Whether you are City, whether you are Manchester, their maiden appearance in the league. I mean, when they got promoted into the league, they gave Arsenal straight 2-0.
Yeah.
So people realize that this team is not a team that we have to joke about. So I think that we are going to see a very good game once again.
A very, very good game.
But I'm going to see Ivan Toney and Haaland.
How the match is going to be.
Yes.
Because Manchester City's last 5 games, they beat Chelsea in the EFL Cup. They beat Fulham, which it took them a last minute some funny penalty for them to win that game. Yeah. And then they beat Sevilla in the Champions League. They beat Leicester City in the league 1-0. Then they drew with Dortmund. This is their last 5 games. And then if you look at Brentford on the other hand, they lost to a certain Gillingham on penalties. And then they drew 2-2 with Nottingham Forest. And then they also drew against Wolves. So it's like it's not going well with them, with the underdogs. And then also against Aston Villa, they lost. And then this is their last 5 games. And then they drew 0-0 with Chelsea. So in their last 5 games, they've drawn 3, and then they've lost 2. Yeah. Is this a source of worry? Because if you look at the squad they have a very decent squad. And fortunately for Brentford, they've not really sold a lot of their players. They still have most of their players with them.
So as you were saying, they have not won in their last 5 matches.
Yeah.
But they've drawn 3 and lost 2.
Yes.
And one was went into the penalties, right?
Yeah, that was the EFL.
And they lost against
Gillingham.
No, I'm talking about open play.
Open play, yeah.
They lost against which team?
In their last open play game, they lost against. Let me see. Hold on a second. Their last open play game.
So you realize that
they lost against Aston Villa.
And you understand.
Yeah.
So realize that, and this is a team I always tell you, and as I was saying earlier on, they don't sit back.
This was in October.
Yes, they don't sit back. Brentford doesn't sit back.
Okay.
So they open the game. That's what I'm saying, that this match you are going to see goals. If I don't see more than 3 goals in this match, I'll be very, very much disappointed.
All right.
Because how much we need a match be as I was saying, City, Gaji.
Okay.
What do you say?
Yeah.
And now Brentford and Super so then make a statement. So these two people have a mission to accomplish. You understand?
Yeah.
And therefore, there's going to be fireworks on the field.
Exactly.
Yes.
So quickly on YouTube, Young said, "Shout outs to all my Liverpool fans in Ghana. Let's keep our heads high as we pass through this trying moment." So finally, Liverpool, they have admitted that they are going through trying moments. It's anyway. So that is Samuel's analogies and his understanding. So since the Liverpool fan is on and he's talking about Liverpool, let's look at Liverpool versus Southampton today. You know, when I see such games, and then my patriotism and my emotions comes in here. Why am I saying this? I know of a certain Salisu who, by hook or crook, except injury, will be at the World Cup. When we finish, I'll give you the chance to drop your own squad or your out of the 55-man squad that were dropped. When we get there, we'll look at it. But Liverpool
for which team?
For the Black Stars of Ghana. Okay. We'll look at that when we start with that. So Liverpool versus Southampton. Quickly, let's look at this. Liverpool are struggling. They are currently 8th position. Chelsea is at 7th position. Between them and Chelsea is 2 points. They've played 13 games both. And then today's game, Southampton, as I mentioned, they've dropped to the relegation zone, 18th position, and they have 12 points. Liverpool, on the other hand, they have 19 points. This season's league, you can't really predict who is going for relegation, who is going to be relegated, which club is going to be relegated. And it makes it a very tricky one when we are commenting. So, but let's quickly look at it. Liverpool versus Southampton. I frankly think that, in as much as I want Salisu to have a good day, I don't see them winning this game.
But you see the scary thing in this match is if you look at Southampton on position now, that Southampton top, Bournemouth, Everton, West Ham, they are picking.
Yes. What
you say? And so Onipa now you are likely to beat Epic, and you are dipping. It sends a strong signal, and it should be a sense of worry for the Southampton fans. Nevertheless, Southampton has the ability to cause an upset on any day. You know, Omaya is now, the least you expect, like Arsenal.
Yeah.
You understand? Chelsea. Do you know they beat Chelsea?
Yes.
Chelsea scored, they equalized, and then they won the game. When we say Southampton, you cannot rule them out, but I'm strongly behind Liverpool because Liverpool has to make a statement before the league goes on break.
Exactly.
They have to make a statement, and knowing how Chelsea is falling from the skies, free fall. You understand? Chelsea is falling with a certain kind of speed. I think that it will be, it will be an enough motivation for Liverpool to take advantage of that, and perhaps even be in the first six. The first 6 teams at the top, because I wish I say now, Man United and Casano Socrano on performance. I will say Bola Sujano.
Yeah, but they are playing against Liverpool, so Southampton, Liverpool.
No, I'm talking about from the first to the 5th.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
United and Casano say Bola Sujano. I said in Jubino. So now, Bauti has to pay sniper chair. Until they flatter to deceive. That's United. Oh, and the United are you think so United is going to do something? Oh, boy, no, atiada. So even from the 5th position to the 6th to the 7th, they are all shaking. Let me just take out Brighton now. No, they say nice or no, so why stable can. But United, Brighton, Chelsea, Liverpool has the chance to overtake them. Even Tottenham has a chance to overtake them. I think that this match, Liverpool will go all out. And we know when Liverpool is in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
It's a massacre. Yes. Definitely. If Liverpool is in a good mood, it's a massacre. Because Liverpool no not shower. Once one goal, 2 goals,
your net,
then you have to be prepared. So I think that this match, in as much as we have a lot of their players going for the World Cup as well, I'm saying again that this match, there wouldn't be any match of convenience.
Okay.
Everybody will go all out.
Liverpool's last 5 games, he has won 4 and has lost 1.
Yeah.
And then the last time he lost was with Leeds United. Oh, Anfield. That's when Liverpool lost that game. And then if you look at Southampton on the other hand, they've won 2, they've lost 2, they've drawn 1. This is their last 5 games. And then if you look at the last time Liverpool and Southampton met, they've met 5 times, recent ones 5 times, and Liverpool has beaten them throughout all. They won 2-1 against Southampton. That was way back in May. They beat them 4-0. They've beaten them another 2-0. They've beaten them 1-0. Southampton has just won 1 out of the 5. They scored 1-0, and that was in 2021.
Yeah.
That was in 2021. How many years now? A year, almost 2 years now. And then Liverpool. Yeah, that's how it has been. The last 5 games that they met.
But do you know only my dear best match? Was it when these teams are playing against
the
opponents?
Big clubs,
no, the big clubs are playing against the clubs now, or they don't have enough players in the national team now. The dynamics is different.
Very true. Very true, because most of them, they are not even sure of their stand, whether they are going to the World Cup.
Especially now that a lot of the European clubs now announce your 26-man squad. You know?
Yeah.
If you look at Liverpool now compared to Southampton, somebody will say will stand a chance of getting a point from this, from this. But again, you see, Sanka Liverpool will talk for anymore, and he may want to rest players.
You see that thing, yeah. To Savage.
Yes. At least when your point to Krana, it will be okay for him for now. So that we never son Kuala no call World Cup night. Abba. Yeah. But as see no, baby not the 13th.
I pray about
8th. Yeah. It he can't afford to slip again.
Yeah, so he can't rest. But most of their key players, most of Liverpool's key players, Firmino is not going to the World Cup.
Firmino is not going.
He's not going to the World
Cup. But Salah is going. Arnold is going.
Salah is not going. Egypt didn't call.
Oh yeah. Sorry. But Arnold is going. Van Dijk is going.
Van Dijk is going. Yes.
Yeah.
Who again? And then Fabinho is going.
Yes.
Thiago is not going. Thiago Alcantara. He's one of their key people.
Yes. And also he's okay. Going. Okay. So then it's going to be a very beautiful game.
Yeah, it should be. It should be, because if Klopp tells us that he's going to rest players against Southampton, then he should be ready to.
France play and
Konate is going to the World Cup. Yes.
Konate is also going. So it means that the defense of Liverpool, are going to be in a dilemma.
Let's see how it will go.
Yes. I think say once again, no match of complacency, no match of convenience.
Yeah. So
everybody's going all out.
It will be a good game. I wish Salisu the best of luck. This is his last game. He should put up his best, but he should make sure he didn't get injured, because we need him for the World Cup. The next game is Bournemouth-Everton. Bournemouth, they've tried and they've fought, and they are out of the relegation zone. Between themselves and Everton, 16-17. Everton has 14 points. Bournemouth has 13 points. And this game, we'll see who will drop back into the relegation zone. If Everton loses this game, they are falling into the relegation zone. Or at best, they will remain at their old position, which will also depend on the result between Southampton and Liverpool, Wolves, and then Arsenal as well. So in this game, Bournemouth, because of time, let's quickly
Bournemouth and Everton.
Yeah.
One funny thing we can save or record this video down. Bournemouth will never escape relegation.
Okay.
There is no way.
So you are sure Everton is winning this game?
Everton will win this game.
All right. Great.
Everton will win this game.
Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace.
That is a very cagey game.
But I will vouch for Crystal Palace. They are currently on 10th position. Vieira is doing a fantastic job with the team. And then the form of Wilfred Zaha, and then the likes of Jeffrey Schlupp, which we'll talk about that one when we go into the national teams. This game, because Nottingham Forest, they've not really had the best of form ever since they came back into the league. They've not really had the best of forms when they came back into the Premiership. The last game they won was in the EFL Cup. They were able to beat Tottenham Hotspur 2-0. And then they drew against Brentford. That game, it was a shocker how they were able to come back.
But they were able to beat Liverpool.
Well, that's also another thing.
Yeah.
Arsenal didn't spare them. Arsenal gave them 5. And then they were able to beat Liverpool 1-0. But then they also drew against Brighton.
Yeah.
A certain Brighton that beat Chelsea 4-1.
So if you look at Brentford's points, they currently have 10 points, right?
Yeah, that is
Nottingham Forest. Sorry.
Nottingham Forest. Yes.
They have 10 points, right?
They have 10 points.
And you can see that 10 points. They have taken how many? They have taken 7 from the top
top teams.
They've taken 7. That is, I mean, so it means that if they had started on a very good note, Nottingham Forest would have been on a very respectable level on the league table. But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You see, when you come from the championship, don't come and raise your shoulders. You understand? Personally, I'm not a prophet of doom, but I always like it when the newly promoted teams are at the bottom of the league. Oh yes. Not to say that I have something against these teams, but when it happens like that, it tells you say the league now, because people keep on saying it's a championship more day. But you see, when it comes to the Premier League and you are at the bottom, then you know that okay, so there are champions and there are upcoming champions. You understand? So it will encourage you to what? You now set up and now begin to learn a lot of things. Imagine some of you now come to that mid table and some of that top one. The things the league is just we are just hyping the league. You understand? But at this moment, they are all saying, say, Charlie, league nenda from sir. So I know, as you were saying, Crystal Palace will carry the day for that one. It's an assured.
Okay, so that is that. With the next game is between Tottenham and Leeds United. Tottenham Hotspur versus Leeds. This game, it's a deadly match. That's what makes it fun. Because you don't know who is beating who.
Because Tottenham consistently and constantly have been disappointing fans.
Yeah.
When you expect them Tottenham to pull out a masterclass.
That's when Conte falls
and
back.
I'm finding it difficult to believe if it is a coach problem or it's, I don't know, because I mean Pochettino was there, the same thing. This Portuguese coach, and also by and now we have Conte, and we have bought a lot of players. What the players who they did a very good, business. The part in this past transfer window, Tottenham bought a lot of players, good players as well. But people were even tipping them to even be in the top four or even to
win the league,
fight for the league. You know what Tottenham is doing.
From the start of the season, I said that one of the clubs that will cause a surprise is Tottenham. Looking at the players they signed and a whole lot,
and they still have players. They still have, because they have one of the most explosive attackers in the league. But
Song and days.
You understand? So I think that Leeds has a similar playing style like Brentford. They also don't sit back. You understand? And Tottenham, we know, will sit back and catch you on the break.
Counter, yes.
Because of Hurricane and Song. You understand? And so I'm seeing, as we said, 50-50 game. But at least two or more goals will really come out from this match.
All right. Okay. So that is that with the Leeds and Tottenham game. The last three games, let's combine them so that we can take it from there. West Ham versus Leicester City, Newcastle, Chelsea. We will look at that, and then Wolves, Arsenal. Let's start with Wolves and Arsenal. Yeah, I think Arsenal is carrying the day. Without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm seeing Arsenal carrying the day. I'm seeing Arsenal, but a very slim margin. Arsenal of late have taken their foot off the pedal.
Yeah.
And when it happens like this, should be a worry, because if you are fighting for the title and now you struggle, though you are winning the matches, but you struggle to score goals.
Yeah.
Then it means that when you come against a very tough defensive opponent, it's either you draw or they'll catch you on the break.
Because it was a miracle goal they scored against Chelsea.
You understand? Even though they played all the game, but they didn't create a lot of chances. You understand? So I'm seeing Arsenal being the favorite in this one, but I'm seeing Wolves really giving them a run for their money.
Okay. So definitely it's going to be an Arsenal win. West Ham, Leicester. West Ham and Leicester. Leicester, do you know they were actually carrying the whole, they were at the bottom of the league. And then somehow they've managed to whisker and then they are at 14th position.
This boy, I'm seeing a draw or a slim win for Leicester City. a draw or a slim win for Leicester City.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. But West Ham, on the other hand, they are, funnily enough, they are on. It's like today's game, all those who are playing against each other, wait that we actually. Because Leicester, West Ham, Leicester is at 14th position, and then West Ham is at 15th position. They have 14 points each. So even a draw, we still put them.
Remember that a few weeks ago, Leicester was last.
They are bottom of the league table. Yeah, that's.
But I mean, I was not worried because I already know what Leicester can do.
Brendan Rodgers can do.
Yes.
It's a fantastic coach. It's unfortunate he couldn't win the league with Liverpool.
Yeah.
I mean, a certain
Dembaba. He's a very good coach.
A certain Dembaba denied them a chance. Anyway, the final game for today, Newcastle versus Chelsea. I've purposely decided to talk about this game last because Chelsea in their last matches, they've really not done well. Newcastle has won 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
They were able to beat Southampton 4-1. They've beaten Aston Villa 4-0. They've beaten Tottenham 2-1. They've beaten Everton 1-0. And the recent one was a win in the EFL Cup over Crystal Palace. Chelsea, on the other hand, has lost 2-0 to Manchester City. They've lost 1-0 to Arsenal. In the Champions League, because Newcastle doesn't play the Champions League, they were able to beat Dynamo Zagreb 2-1. Chelsea lost against Brighton in the EPL 4-1. And then Chelsea won in the Champions League against Salzburg 2-1. This is their last 5 games. So in their last 5 games for Chelsea, they've won 2, they've lost 3. On the other hand, Newcastle, they've won all their games. In the EPL, the last game Chelsea played was against Arsenal. They lost. And then the last 2 games they played against Brighton. Brighton and Hove Albion were able to beat Chelsea. They thumped them 4-1. Newcastle, on the other hand, is in the form of their life, beating teams left, right, center. This game stands to be a very controversial and a very cagey one. I won't be shocked that this game can be a deciding factor for the future of Potter.
When the day Potter was appointed, I said, this guy is not good for Chelsea. He doing well at Brighton does not mean yes.
But then let's look at something. The Brighton that is playing well now is what he built. Let's not forget that. It's a team that he built to work. So it's like he has done the job and somebody's not enjoying the fruit of
Brighton. Brighton sold Bissouma.
Yes.
Brighton sold Cucurella.
Yes.
These are key players.
For them.
But still Brighton is playing.
Yes.
This Cucurella came to join Chelsea.
Yes.
So what is happening?
Well, so I am of the opinion that we should give Graham Potter time.
No, we don't have time.
You see, we can't blame Graham Potter. Why am I saying this? We can't blame him because nobody, no coach, I repeat, no coach in his rightful mind and understanding will turn down a job offer to coach at Chelsea. You say no when Chelsea comes knocking at your door, especially knowing that you are from a certain club that you know a better day to take the grace of God for you to catch to a certain level.
So you to chill out. You understand?
Exactly. That's what I was driving.
And for the first time,
I've seen Chelsea fans being sad because a coach has been sacked.
And one thing is how much you have won. If Ubi so be Chelsea is the underdog in this match.
Oh yes. For now, me I will agree.
You understand?
I agree.
Chelsea is the underdog now.
I agree. 100%.
Because so we share, say if you have time and you sit to watch Chelsea's play, it is difficult to even dissect. It is difficult to even see the pattern Chelsea able. But their last 3 matches now losing in the league, In the league now, make no.
Yeah.
Chelsea struggled in the midfield. Chelsea struggled to even control ball. Yeah. Chelsea struggled to create chances.
I mean, why would you sit home for a certain Arsenal that anyway, Charlie?
You understand? That match, rightly so, Chelsea deserves to lose that match because Arsenal is playing well.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and so make that one there or no, it was embarrassing because even if you're born now, Chelsea born now. If you look at Chelsea's play, it was abysmal. Was laughable. Chelsea couldn't control balls. Chelsea was losing the 50-50 balls. Chelsea was lost in the midfield, and we were pinned. Match is not losing in Brighton really pinned Chelsea. Arsenal really pinned Chelsea. City really pinned Chelsea.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So who are those causing Chelsea? The midfield, you know. The midfield of Chelsea, you know. I say the midfield of Chelsea, you know, it's not functioning. It's not working.
Yeah.
It's lost. And so I think, say, Potter, no, it's high time, man. Though we have certain players who are injured. That one, we can't rule it out. We can't rule the injured players as being one of the factors that Chelsea is not really performing. I mean, but if you're a player and you're given the opportunity, you have to prove it. And one player I'm very, very disappointed at, Loftus-Cheek.
I mean,
you were coming up, and now people were.
Frankly speaking, it got to a point. I felt that Potter is sort of building a team for the English side.
Yes,
because, well, we will look at it.
So I'm seeing Newcastle carrying the day. I'm a Chelsea fan though, but the truth be told, if Chelsea wins this match,
then Potter has performed a miracle.
Yes, then it will be one of his best performances. I mean performance in this league. But I'm seeing Newcastle winning, or at best for Chelsea draw.
Okay. So that is that with the EPL. You heard some more submission on that. Because today in the French League is just 2 games: Rennes versus Toulouse, and then Lens versus Clermont Foot. No much of we wouldn't delve much into that. And then in the German Bundesliga, FC Augsburg versus Bayer Leverkusen versus Stuttgart, Hertha Berlin versus FC Cologne, Hoffenheim versus Wolfsburg, Werder Bremen versus Leipzig, Schalke 04 against Bayern Munich. So these are the matches that are coming off today in the German Bundesliga. If you go to Italy, a certain Napoli, who is on top of the league table, who is likely to win the league this season, because Napoli is in the form of their life, man. They are beating everybody left, right, center. Napoli against Udinese. Udinese, they've really not been that impressive, but they are also not bad. They are 8th on the league with 24 points, right behind AS Roma, that we were expecting them to do better. This game will be a very difficult one, but I don't see Napoli losing this game. Napoli versus Udinese, Sampdoria versus Lecce, Bologna versus Sassuolo. So that is the game that is coming up today in the Italian Serie A. If you come home, it's versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Let's look at this game quickly and move on. Mediama, on the other hand, is 12th on the league log. Kumasi Asante Kotoko is 4th on the league log. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, things have not been going well according to plan, I should say. After their abysmal exit from the CAF Champions League. Why are you saying, This is your there Edin Semnam.
That easy Kotoko. In fact, Ghana Premier League. You do blast as a but
okay. Let me give a quick update for the benefit of our listeners and our viewers. Mediama, in their last 5 games, they've lost 3, they've won 2. Kotoko, on the other hand, they've won 3, they've lost 1, and they've drawn 1.
And Kamabeka say, in our Premier League currently,
yeah,
you don't have any team. You say the team is on streak, a winning streak, and no winning. Or China will lose.
Yeah.
So the forms of these various teams.
But do you blame them? I don't blame the clubs.
Oh yes. Why will you blame them?
I don't blame the clubs. I don't blame the teams. I blame those who are managing our league. Because if a certain club has done something wrong and the club is punished, how dare you say that you are putting an injunction on a league that is being sponsored by somebody? The league has been without a sponsor for God knows how many years. Suddenly, a certain Okreku comes in. Try hard to get sponsors with his team. And then somebody plays a match of convenience. The person is punished, and the person says, hell no. I'm not going to sit down for you to punish me. Hence, I'm going to court to put injunction on the league. Plays a whole country's league on suspension for how many weeks? Months.
Oh, some could bear 1 month.
How do you expect in that 1 month 4 games for each club? And how many clubs do we have? How many teams do we have in the league? 16, right? 18 actually.
18,
sorry,
yeah.
18. So out of that 18, 4, 18. Somebody who sells tickets, somebody who sells water, somebody who does something at the various stadiums, they've lost. They've lost, and this is where it's very, very bad. Anyway, so Mediama versus Kotoko, that's the only game coming up today. In their last 5 matches that they've played, Kotoko has won 2, Mediama has won 2, and they've drawn 1. But in their recent meetings, Kotoko has beaten them on 2 occasions. But that's happened.
So Kotoko is playing home.
No, Mediama is playing home.
Oh, then it's a win for Mediama.
Why? Why are you just using the home grounds as?
The reason why I'm saying this, the pitch is like the ball. Sometimes, you want to turn off your television.
Oh.
I'm being frank here.
Is it that bad?
Very bad. It's not. If you don't ask, it's very bad.
No, the thing is that I'm asking as if I don't see.
It's very bad though. Seriously. As I'm making one, like I quite say we are ban home by force so winning because. Yes, because if you look at the pitches at the Premier League, sometimes I don't blame the reason why we are not getting sponsors.
I see.
What you say?
Yeah.
So I think that me per the pitch, I see Mediama winning, unless perhaps Kotoko will do some miracle. Oh yes.
Anyway, so that is that with the local league. So. There'll be some matches also tomorrow. And then if you look at EPL, the EPL matches that will be coming on, Brighton versus Aston Villa, Fulham versus Manchester United. These games. And then in the French League 1, I have an interest in Strasbourg's game because of a certain Alexander Jiku. And Strasbourg, they are struggling. Almost the 18th position. And then tomorrow they are playing against Laurent. They are also doing very well. Laurent, they are 6th on the league log. So, let's just skip some of these games. And then Italy, Atalanta versus Inter Milan. This is a tough game. Atalanta Milan, and then Juventus versus Lazio. Juventus were able to beat Chievo Verona 1-0. Juventus, they are struggling.
That team again.
Yeah. Because it's Napoli versus and Lazio. Napoli has 30 points. Sorry, Napoli has 38 points, and then Lazio has 30 points, and they've all played 14 games each.
Yeah.
So it's so clear that Napoli, if most of their key players will be going to the World Cup, if anybody doesn't know, the likes of Zielinski, is one of the fantastic midfielders who is going to the World Cup. They have some very, very good players. That some Simeon Giovanni.